No. Hey everybody, Scarf here. What do we got? Sunday the 23rd of February. It's 11:27 p.m. and I'm not at work. Sorry if this video seems like a bit of a downer or a bummer, but it's just the way it is. I really don't know what to make the video on, whether I should do life history, hours of service, or just bring you guys up to speed a little bit. I might just explain the type of work I have been doing of late. I think might be the thing to do. Okay, so there's reasons why I've lost my licence, and they're reasons or they're excuses, or just my inability to be organised, probably. Okay, I'm going to do a shout out to Johnny Be Good. Love your work, man. Man, that guy's out for 6 weeks at a time. And I'd run. Okay, there's 3 types of way. Here we go. I'll just grab the camera here for a minute. Don't mind my hand. There's 3 types of way we can work here at Hearns. I think that photo was mine there. That's running between Melbourne and Brisbane. There was a guy stands on the side of the road taking pictures of trucks. He makes a job out of it. And you're just driving up in the middle of, country, New South Wales. And out of the corner of my eye, here's this guy in the middle of a paddock, like just taking the photo out of the blue. But I think that was me a couple of years back. So anyway, there's a couple of ways we can work here at Hearns. Okay. We can, like this guy here, okay, he takes his truck home all the time. He'll run between Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne all the time. Takes his truck home all the time. He'll only go to the yard to get the thing serviced. Okay, and then guys like, he's not in that truck now, but that guy and sort of like me, we'd go out on a run to Sydney or Melbourne, and we'd come back to the yard at Lismore and go home. Okay, so if you go to Melbourne, I'll just put you back down here. If you go to Melbourne, you're out for 4 days. 2 days down, 2 days back. And if you go to Sydney, you're out for 1 day or 1 night, and you come back the next day. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how long we get to stay out for. Now, I was saying you can take your truck home all the time, which, believe you me, is exhausting. You take your truck home all the time. Generally, you stay hooked up to your trailer all the time. We're live loading, live unloading all the time. Now, we can run line haul, or we can try to run, have it so we can drop our trailer as much as we can. Now, all of our trailers had blocks on the trailer, which means that the fifth wheel turns, and the trailer stays sort of on the fifth wheel. The whole fifth wheel and the trailer move together. Okay, but if you want to drop your trailer and get the tug to move it, or the yard truck to move it, you can't have a block. Okay, so then you figure your turntable's got to be fixed, and your trailer pivots, on the grease, slips around all over it. So we can run that way, because most most of our work, or the predominant work for our company is between Brisbane and Sydney, and we'll just run between the two principal, the main contractor we work for, the main company we work for, contract for. We'll just run between their two depots, and we'll either live load the trailer, run it down, drop it in the yard, they'll unload it and reload it, and then we'll have our break, and then we'll come back in, pick it up and go again the next night. Okay, so that's like line haul. That's where we drop our trailer and that. And the third way is basically if you're just running out of the Lismore depot, someone will take the truck through to Brisbane and then come back down to Lismore with it, and then we'll go to Sydney or Melbourne, do our thing, do our job, come back and get out again at Lismore. So either 4 days later or like 1 day after we've left. They're the three ways we can run. Take the truck home all the time, do line haul, or get in and out of Lismore all the time. So I'll just try and show you guys what I'm talking about. First thing will fire up real quick, which it won't. Just give me a minute here, I'll have to... Sorry, there's really nothing interesting to see here. Okay, now I think I got this on maps. So, this is where I live. This is where I am now. Okay, over here, Tweed Heads, New South Wales, Australia. So, I typically drive down here, to Lismore, right, in my car, which is, hang on, I'm going to bring it up for you guys. That's it there. Right, that's the reason I lost my licence, okay? Too easy to go. 100 and whatever kilometres an hour. And it's on a website for sale, but nothing's happening, nothing's doing there, so... But anyway, I'd jump in that little thing, and, okay, and I'd go from little old Tweed Heads here, down here, to Lismore, I'd get in the truck, and go down to C, okay, so I'd go from A to B, get in the truck, I'll go from A in the ute to B, get in the truck. It's about 125 k's from A to B. Alright, and I get in the truck and we go down here to Sydney, okay, and usually I'd go back again, alright, and then I'd get out at B and I'd drive my car to A. Alright, and then the next day I'd get me ute at A and I'd drive to B, and then I'd get in the truck and go to C again. Alright, and then I'd go back up to B, get in my ute, go back up to A. Next day I'd get in my ute again, I'd go to B, and then I'd go back down to Sydney again. And see, I could do that 3 times a week. So if I go back to work, I'm probably going to move here. So we're going to eliminate this bit of driving in the ute, and we're just going to leave from down here all the time. Now, I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. I was thinking of going to work overseas, but by the time I got the application in and started talking to them properly, I'd lost my licence again, so no good. Okay, but this is Australia. There we go, there's little old Australia. And that's predominantly where we work all the time. Those blue lines there. Okay, so the company that I work for, they contract for another company predominantly all the time, that goes between sort of this area and here, Sydney. Just up and back, up and back, up and back all the time. Now occasionally we'd go down here to Melbourne. Alright, so that's your 4-day trip there. Well, that's 2 days down, 1, 2, and 2 days back, 1, 2. And then every now and then we'd go the back way from Melbourne back up to Brisbane. Okay, but out of the whole country, that's sort of the only runs. That's the only area we cover. Now there's 3 states involved with that. Well, I don't need to go any closer. There's Brisbane up here at E, capital of Queensland. There's Sydney down here at C, the capital of New South Wales. And there's Melbourne down here at D, the capital of Victoria. So we were running 3 states, mate, like, you know. But predominantly just these 2. And that's the border. You can probably see it. Okay, every now we do go over to Adelaide, which is about here somewhere. If I can wiggle the arrow enough, it's over there. Sometimes we go to Adelaide every now and then, so that's like, you know, what are we covering there? 4 states. 3, 4, yeah. Now, for those of you who are don't know that our country too good, there's really there are roads inland here, and to be honest with you, I haven't travelled a lot of it, but there isn't a whole lot of roads in the middle of Australia. I mean, there is some roads going up and down, and a few going across here and across there and across to here, because that's Perth over WA capital. But most of the roads run around the coastline, yeah. And up here to Townsville and Cairns, all them super tropical spots. But anyway, that's a rundown of work I do over here. I hope you guys could see that alright. Guess the video's however long the video is now. 13 minutes. It'll take forever to upload.